All right, let's dive right into today's explainer. We are unpacking a massive, undeniable wave in the modern creator economy right now, and that is the absolute explosion of the wellness market. We're going to look at exactly how digital creators are scrambling to keep up with this insatiable demand for health content, and we'll be breaking down a very specific tool that claims to completely solve the biggest pain point in the industry. It's called VitaCore PLR. Whether you're a seasoned digital entrepreneur or just kind of fascinated by the mechanics of online business, the way this whole system works is genuinely eye-opening.
Here is our roadmap for today. We'll start with the creator burnout, move into the trillion-dollar market, unbox VitaCore PLR, see what's actually inside, go over the pricing and some critical caveats, and wrap up with exactly who this is for.
Kicking things off with Section 1, the creator economy burnout, and what we call the 40-hour struggle. Get this. Out of the 207 million content creators worldwide, only a tiny fraction, just 4%, actually earn over $100,000 a year.
And why is that?
Well, because the standard method right now involves wasting over 40 hours a week building content completely from scratch. We're talking endless hours spent filming, editing, designing, and writing. And on top of that massive time sink, the financial drain is staggering. Sourcing professional designers, video editors, and copywriters, that can easily burn through thousands of dollars, sometimes up to 12 grand, just to get a single project off the ground.
And honestly, all that wasted time and friction leads to one inevitable destination, which is complete and utter burnout. I mean, imagine spending months building out a sales funnel, batching reels, and writing blog posts, only to find yourself totally exhausted before you've even made a single sale. The original passion just gets buried under an endless to-do list. This is the exact problem that VitaCore is attempting to solve.
Moving right along to Section 2, a trillion-dollar market, the wellness explosion.
Look at these numbers from the Global Wellness Institute. We are sitting at a $6.8 trillion global wellness economy in 2024. But look at that projection right next to it. It is hurtling towards nearly $10 trillion by 2029. This is an industry that is quite literally outpacing global GDP growth. The demand here is just undeniable. And inside that massive umbrella, some specific sectors are absolutely exploding. Mental health and wellness is growing at over 12% a year. Online fitness is seeing a staggering 33% annual growth, and nutrition is expanding by over 8%. So what's the big takeaway here? Well, 84% of US consumers now consider wellness a top priority. According to McKinsey, people actually cut spending on clothes and entertainment way before they touch their wellness budget. They'll drop their streaming subscriptions before they drop their therapy apps. It's effectively a recession-proof niche.
All right, Section 3, unboxing VitaCore PLR, the done-for-you wellness system.
So before we go any further, it's absolutely crucial that we understand what PLR actually means. Private label rights gives you the legal authority to take a pre-made digital product, completely rebrand it, tweak it, slap your own name on it, and then resell it while keeping 100% of the profits. Think of it like house flipping, but entirely digital. It's essentially a backdoor into the wellness market, letting you completely bypass the grueling creation phase.
I really want to highlight this quote from the product's creator, Arfianto Rahardi. He actually spent his own money, $12,000 to be exact, on freelancers, working these brutal 80-hour weeks trying to build a wellness content library. He was ready to quit. But then he realized, the problem wasn't that the niche was too competitive, it was his method. So he spent 18 full months with a team of professional designers, editors, and copywriters to build the exact system he wished he had from day one. And that system is VitaCore.
Which brings us to Section 4. What is actually inside this thing? Over 3,000 done-for-you assets.
We aren't just talking about a couple of generic, basic Canva templates here. VitaCore contains a massive vault of over 3,000 distinct digital assets, systematically spread across 18 specialized modules.
Let's objectively break down the sheer volume of this package, because it's wild. You get over 200 HTML landing pages, and what's really impressive is they already have full professional copywriting baked right in. You also get over 55 premium wellness ebooks. That is over 4,000 pages of text ready to be rebranded and sold. Plus, there are over 1,570 video animations and carousels covering fitness, mental health, and nutrition. And everything, literally everything, is editable using free tools like Canva. You just drag and drop your logo, tweak the brand colors, and boom, you have professional-grade content ready to deploy across 10 different wellness niches.
Next up, Section 5, Pricing, Pros, and Caveats, specifically the dime sale mechanics.
The value proposition VitaCore is throwing down here is pretty stark. The traditional route of building a digital product library from a blank screen, that can easily take 6 to 12 months and cost upwards of 10 grand when you factor in designers, editors, and writers. VitaCore claims to collapse that entire timeline down to about 10 minutes, all for a heavily discounted launch price of a $13 one-time investment.
But why $13, right? And is it going to stay that way? Well, this relies on what's called a dime sale pricing structure. A dime sale means the cost of the product automatically goes up with every single purchase made by a customer. So there's no fake countdown timer, the price is driven entirely by live demand. Which means the $13 price tag you see at launch is literally the absolute lowest it will ever be.
But here is the most critical caveat, and they flag this very prominently in the source materials. Because you are getting immediate, unrestricted access to thousands of downloadable digital assets, there is a strict no-refund policy. All sales are completely final. Now, this is designed to protect the integrity of the PLR materials, so people don't just download everything and ask for their money back. But it means you need to be absolutely sure this fits your business model before you hit purchase. You are taking a risk. Sure, it's a $13 risk, but there's no going back once you buy.
Finally, Section 6. Who is this actually for? The ideal audiences. Based on our analysis, this shared PLR content is realistically built for 5 specific groups. Fitness coaches and PTs can leverage the exercise animations to build a coaching brand without needing to film themselves every single day. Mental health therapists can use the premium content to establish real authority. Health content creators can schedule out a full week of highly engaging posts in like 30 minutes, keeping the social media algorithms happy. Wellness entrepreneurs can use the pre-built landing pages to launch multiple brands quickly. And finally, digital product sellers can just list those 55 ebooks straight onto platforms like Etsy or Gumroad. If you fit into one of these buckets, this bundle lets you bypass the content creation grind almost entirely.
Which leaves us with one final thought. We've seen the macro data. The wellness industry is a speeding freight train, and consumer demand is only going up. The creators who actually succeed in this space aren't always the ones working 80-hour weeks. They are the ones showing up consistently with professional, high-quality content. So the real question you have to ask yourself is, are you going to keep burning out trying to build every single piece of content from scratch? Or are you ready to leverage the back door to a $6.8 trillion industry? Thanks for joining me on today's Explainer. I hope this really helped you decode the mechanics of PLR and this massive wellness content boom.